We all know the feeling of a dark room. It can be scary. It can be confusing. You cannot see what is in front of you. And then, someone flips a switch. A light comes on. Everything changes. Suddenly, you can see the path. You can see the faces of the people you love. This is one of the oldest stories we have. It is the story of light versus darkness, clarity, confusion, hope, despair. This simple, powerful image has been used for thousands of years to talk about something much deeper, the search for truth, for meaning, for life itself. This ancient battle between light and darkness is not just about what we can see with our eyes. It is about what we can understand with our minds. It is about what we feel in our hearts. Long before the Christian era, deep thinkers in ancient Greece were wrestling with a huge question. What holds the world together? Stars moving in perfect patterns, seasons changing in a predictable cycle, nature following certain laws. It was not all chaos. There had to be an underlying principle, a hidden order that governed everything. One of the earliest philosophers to name this was Heraclitus. He called it the Logos. For him, the Logos was the universal law, the divine reason that steers all things. It was a fire that gave structure to the cosmos, a logic always present, even if most people failed to understand it. The universe was not random or ruled by angry gods. Instead, it was rational. The Stoics saw the Logos as a divine, active force permeating existence, the soul of the world. To live well was to align your reason with universal reason. The Logos is the intelligence in birds, in trees, in the orbits of the planets. Centuries later, a new voice gave the Logos a profoundly personal meaning. The Gospel of John opens with a breathtaking statement. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The Logos is not impersonal, a divine being, present at creation, intimately connected with God. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Greek reason becomes a spiritual light for everyone. It confronts despair, sin, and death, and brings universal hope. The Word became a person. The Word became flesh and dwelt among us. The abstract became living reality, not just a concept to debate, but a presence to encounter, a voice to hear, a life to follow, a bridge between infinite God and finite humanity, light, life, and truth that set us free. Far from Greece, another tradition revered the power of words. Zoroaster composed sacred hymns, the Gathas, not just poems or simple prayers, but sacred speech with immense spiritual power. Ahura Mazda, wise Lord, source of goodness, truth, order. Angra Mainyu, the destructive spirit, chaos, lies, darkness. Humanity stands between, called to choose. Through thoughts, words, and deeds we align with light, or fall to deceit. The words themselves act as agents of light. Reciting the Gathas is spiritual warfare, strengthening the good. Asha, truth, order, righteousness. Speaking truth reinforces reality. Sacred speech lets us participate in creation and defend the world. A truthful word brings more light into the world. Like the Greek Logos and John's word, Zoroastrian speech stands with light, upholds truth, and builds a world of order and goodness. Across Greece, Persia, and the Gospel of John, words can form a bridge. They connect our finite human experience to something infinite and eternal. One universal bridge is prayer. People have prayed since the dawn of time, around campfires, in grand cathedrals, in quiet moments by bedsides. We ask for healing, for guidance, for strength, for protection for loved ones. We admit we are not in control. We are part of a larger story. We need help beyond ourselves. A humble voice in the vastness, crying out for comfort and connection. Prayer is more than requests. It is self-discovery. In honest prayer, you name your fears, your hopes, your regrets. Putting your inner world into words brings clarity, like turning a light on inside your soul. You see your motivations, your shortcomings, your potential for growth. Prayer is both speaking and listening, a dialogue. The answer may be peace, insight, resolve, a quiet strength. Hegel looked at prayer and saw a profound development of consciousness. In praying, the mind lifts itself up. It moves from small daily worries to the infinite, to the universal spirit. We feel our finitude, our smallness, our mortality, our powerlessness before the vast universe. Yet in addressing the infinite, our mind begins to connect with it. We are no longer isolated. Aware of the infinite, we participate in it. Prayer is like climbing a mountain. At the bottom, you see only trees. Higher up, the whole valley. Rivers and distant peaks come into view. Perspective expands. Prayer elevates us from immediate and personal to universal and eternal. It aligns with the Logos, our reason-seeking union with universal order, lifting us from isolation into the light of connection. So, what does all of this mean for us today? The Logos, the Gospel, the Gathas, and the nature of prayer. In our busy, chaotic lives, we live amid noise, bombarded by voices, messages, opinions, phones, televisions, the world around us. It's hard to know what to listen to, what is true, and what really matters. The Word is light, can guide us. Be intentional with the words you speak and the voices you let in. Actively seek the light. The Word is a bridge. Reason and order connect our lives to infinite meaning, a presence that walks with us in our darkest moments. Our words have power. Speaking truth helps heal the world. Choose words that build bridges, bring light and clarity.